You set your alarm the night before with perfect intentions. You're going to wake up at 5:30 a.m., hit the gym, and finally get ahead on that side project. But when the alarm actually rings, that ambition evaporates. You hit snooze, and you go right back to sleep. Yet, if your boss demanded a presentation by 8 a.m. or a professor required a final paper at midnight, you'd find a way to get it done. You wouldn't hit snooze on your boss. You meet these external demands because the penalty for failure, getting fired or failing a class, is immediate and painful. When we set goals for ourselves, we often rely on motivation, expecting a feeling of inspiration to carry us through the friction of waking up early. But how we feel in the moment is a notoriously unreliable psychological resource. Without an immediate external penalty for inaction, the comfort of the blankets wins every time. Personal discipline remains out of reach as long as staying in bed costs you nothing today.
Behavioral economists call this tendency time inconsistency. Your brain places a massive premium on the present moment and heavily discounts the future. This timeline chart illustrates the biological challenge of a bad habit. The reward instantly spikes. Eating a donut or scrolling social media feels good right now, while the cost to your health or productivity is delayed by weeks or months. A good habit follows the opposite pattern. Your comfort plummets immediately. Going for a run is difficult in the moment, and the compounding rewards, like a lower resting heart rate, remain invisible for a long time. Because we are wired to seek immediate satisfaction, we cannot simply wait for those delayed rewards to arrive. To guarantee consistency, we have to artificially pull the future pain of failure into the present. Maintaining a routine involves restructuring those outcomes so that skipping your work feels like a tangible loss in the present moment. This strategy is known as the inversion of the fourth law of behavior change. To break a bad habit, you have to make doing it immediately unsatisfying. Governments use this rule to shape behavior at scale. By creating social contracts and laws that attach strict financial or social penalties to dangerous actions, they make compliance the path of least resistance. In 1984, before seatbelt laws were standardized in the U.S., only 14% of people regularly buckled up. The introduction of strictly enforced laws and immediate fines changed that norm. Within a few decades, those consequences drove compliance to over 88%. Attaching an immediate, group-enforced penalty is the most effective way to shift human behavior. You can apply this same framework to your life by creating a habit contract. This is a formal agreement designed to replicate those large-scale laws for your daily routines. Consider entrepreneur Brian Harris. To ensure he lost weight, he engineered a multi-tiered contract with his wife and personal trainer to act as the enforcers of his behavior. He specified high financial stakes for every slip-up. If he missed a workout, he had to pay his trainer $200. If he failed to log his food, he had to pay his wife $500. He even added a social penalty for skipping his cardio sprints. If he missed a session, he was forced to wear a hat representing his college football team's bitter rival, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For a die-hard Auburn fan, being forced to publicly support Alabama causes real social embarrassment. He lost the weight because failing to act became too painful to ignore. This can even be automated. Creator Thomas Frank programmed a daily tweet that would automatically offer $5 to the first 5 people who replied if he didn't wake up on time to cancel it. The habit contract succeeds by attaching a direct cost to your inaction, tapping into the social and financial stakes that humans are naturally wired to protect. On the journey of self-improvement, you will inevitably have days where you feel bored or want to quit. Successful people don't rely on a bottomless well of passion to get through those moments. They find a way to show up anyway. To build your own architecture of penalties, identify a target habit and assign a consequence that causes immediate discomfort. If you miss a writing session, you might commit to donating $50 to a political cause you absolutely despise. Next, appoint an objective accountability partner. This should be someone who will enforce the terms of the contract and collect the penalty without exception. Hard-coding your future behavior in this way eliminates the need for daily willpower. By the time the urge to quit arrives, you've already removed the option to fail.
Would you use a habit contract to stay disciplined? Let us know in the comments below. Like,